Oh. So I'm here, back, and random colors. Oh my gosh, I'm stupid. Somehow I just did that glitch, but anyway. That's a default random colors. This Halloween, no. There's a Shadow Empress. Except for it's blue, but I mean, it's not Shadow Empress, Shadow Mistress. Okay. Well, I'm not supposed to keep this one. What's this one? It's like a brick red. What? Okay. Kind of similar in a way, because I have the same, what you call it, same colors for the secondary and the primary. So for the primary, though, on this looks more, yeah, say it looks more yellowish than the primary I have on here. I already know a lot of people are going to be questioning my darn eyesight and how I can see that, because it looks white. Because I know this looks white to many people, but to me it looks a little bit yellow than the regular. And then you know I have this right here, the figure, freaking Warframe herself. Don't know. I might actually play with this. Yeah. I'm just gonna be in here just getting these random stuff. You know what, while I'm at it, play some randoms. Usually I hate playing with randoms, but if I'm gonna be in here getting random stuff, there's just no point of just not even trying to play it private. Right here, here's a little story time about today, and I know it's gonna be a short one and a quick one. But here we go. Today, what I've done? No, nothing much. Just sleeping. What, you thought, oh, you actually wanted to hear something that actually happened. Oh. Well, no, I kept going to sleep.
Lieutenant Operative raids the ship for supplies.
My body was just
ready,
fighting itself, basically. For either
there are void
sleep,
fissures in the area.
like, basically,
use these to crack open a relic.
it's like, I'm asleep.
Life support
Like,
has
am I
been cut
asleep
off.
or am I awake?
They're trying to check you out. Hold on.
I'm like,
I'm sending auxiliary
trying
life
to,
support.
I'm trying to like, play the game.
You're near a fissure.
And I'm like, okay, to play the game now. I'm not sleeping anymore. And then, like, out of nowhere, something sleeps me. And I just go right back to sleep. And like, okay. I'm starting to like this. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm liking this.
Reactant to open a relic. Don't forget the reactant. Do more to open that relic. Life support on the way.
Okay. I remember one time I wanted to get the full set of what a pro would have in their inventory. Like, for example, Rubico,
Activating
Graham,
it will buy you more time.
and if I'm right, I remember I wanted those three weapons specifically. I didn't get like Chroma, Hero, reason for it because I always see the pros doing it and just trying to get those weapons and stuff, and like, you know, I want those weapons that they have. And stuff, like, cause, they're such good weapons, right? And I wanted to show off that, you know, hey, I'm a pro and I can do all this, right? And, it was fun until, like, I got older and I started playing Warframe more, and I'm like, you know, trying to follow people and, you know, doing the same thing that other people are doing is just boring, because it's like, it don't fit me, right? It don't really fit me. I want to do things that's my style, right? And, you know, people don't like it when I do it like that, like play the game like this. I want to put builds that basically on my style. Don't get it why. I don't get why. Because it fits who I am, right? You know, I want to do this.
Another life support capsule
So
is
just
now
leave
available.
me. Like, you know, it's not like, hey, players, like, you know, hey, players can use this build if they want, because it's really good. No, just a build that mostly fits me, what I like. And like, even if it's someone else's build and stuff, I still don't like it, because for one, it don't fit me, right? And it just, you know, builds for everybody else. So basically, I just change that build into my own style. And yes, the weapon might come out weaker and whatnot, but the thing about it is even if the weapon comes out weaker or stronger, it doesn't matter to me, because in the end, my goal has been met. Like, I met my goal. And that goal was to make a build on that weapon in Warframe that fit me. Like swords. I don't like, you know, speed swords. I don't like swinging really fast constantly. Okay. You know what I gotta do? Swing a little bit slow, you know? Just to get myself to accuracy. I don't want to look like a maniac trying to hit everything.
Look at them. They come to this place when they know they are not pure.
The operative has just made their first discovery. Keep up the good work.
Really?
When you need it, extraction is ready.
Tenno use the keys, but they are mere trespassers. Only I, Thor, know the true power of the Void.
I'm gonna give myself a formal blueprint. Friggin' Shadow Runner. I already have the Shadow Runner.
On it like paint.
You know, I don't know what's new in Northern Night right now. Like, I just don't know what's new.
We cannot blame these creatures. They are being led by a false prophet, an impostor who knows not the secrets of the Void. It is time. I will teach these trespassers the redemptive power of my Yanasuki. They will learn its simple truth.
You know what I feel like a lot of people, when they play Warframe, they don't get, like, you know, most of the things what they're missing, right? Because, like, to be honest, like, let me be honest with everybody here, right? When I play Warframe to have fun and just, you know, farm and grind out stuff, right? Because, you know, it takes a long time, right? It's not as easy as just, you know, going in and getting something and then just use it permanently. You know, you gotta grind it out and then, you know, wait a couple of days or a day or so. And just, you know, once you get it permanently. Freaking cool, right? Well, the thing is like, people don't really understand how sometimes games like Warframe actually can give you patience, you know? And not only that, but like, here's a cool little fun fact about me with Warframe. Fun fact is that some little characters that I have are inspired by DE Warframes. Like, for example, Zixki was basically the appearance of the character came from Warframe. The only difference between Mesa and Zixki is Zixki don't have the metallic stuff on him until transforming. And plus the fedora, Zixki have a fedora that's the same, it looks the same as Mesa, so we don't have the little metallic or like metal piece onto it. So it has that ring in the back with a ribbon. And then we got beat or Kurova, Mahamzi Kurova. In Shona, that means music beat. You know, that character, inspired by Octavia. but appearance is nowhere near similar. Unless you, of course, talk about his transformation, then regular appearance is nowhere similar. And then last but not least, some of the things that are in my book, the way how the spells are actually inspired by DE. So DE has a unique way of actually giving stuff names. Like for example, you got Deimos, freaking the heart of Deimos, Necrolis. It's cool. You know, when I first heard about the Necrolis, I was like, wow, like, you know, they can come up with names, you know. These people can really come up with names. People say the same thing about me. I can come up with names as well. Yeah, I might not be the same as DEs and stuff that are more unique, but hey, I think DE's names are like more unique than mine. Like for example, let's say the Necrolis again, Azulius. Just imagine Azul with stuff for putting an IXUS at the end. That's the same thing as putting the second main character name down, but except for a feel or a fee, you just put Azul and then the last bit of her name,
they could not do this without you.
which is affiliate. Wait, what? Huh? I wasn't even paying attention to the count. Oh wow. Either I'm magically retarded or I'm just retarded in all different ways. This dude picked it at the last second. Okay, I need to keep count of the reactions. So, what's even paying attention? Yeah, that's basically what me and Warframe. I get asked this a lot too. Whenever I'm with like low Mars, like what Warframes to get and what weapons to get as well. I don't know, just pick Warframes that suits you the most. I mean, like there's some Warframes that you do need, or some Warframes you just don't need in the game. The reason being is because those Warframes are just Warframes that only help you with a little bit of things in the game that you can do with just total ease if you just have enough practice. Which is that would lead to one argument that I had that was the dumbest in my opinion, like the most dumbest argument in history. Okay, I go into a low-level voice fiction mission, which is the lift mission. And so as I'm playing through, low MR join, right? And since I'm the highest MR there, and he asked me the question. You don't ask the team, you know, any of the questions. You know, he just asked me, right? So he go on and he asked me about like Warframe, or like basically he gonna ask me, what does this guy do? Like, oh, now I don't know what he does personally because I've never played him yet, but he go on to ask me what does Brooke does. You know, being weak. And I tell him my friend Brooke is not weak. As in the case of, in his case, you know, Brooke is just overpowered. And I show him this by going into a mission and showing him what Brooke actually does. And he's like, okay, so how do I get Brooke? And I told him that he has to go and do basically
Finish your mission
go to
and we'll take
Fortuna,
it inside.
max them out. Now, here's the thing, okay? People say you don't need to max out Fortuna to get Brooke. And like, hearing what they actually mean really set me off. There's a difference between Fortuna and Little Duck, okay? Little Duck is basically the origin, not the origin, but basically like kind of like Uncle, okay? He gives out ants and stuff, right? And even other like good like arcanes and stuff. So let me tell you what you need to do exactly. You need to max out Fortuna to get resources that you need for Brooke, or to level up with Little Duck, which is basically only attainable. There's two resources that's only attainable by fighting either the tool of the Prophet Taker or the Explorer Orb. And let me tell y'all, people get these two confused a lot, so let me explain what the two are. The Explorer Orb. The Explorer Orb is the big giant mother that basically wants to destroy Fortuna, and in order to take Explorer Orb out, it's not like a Prophet Taker. It's not like a Prophet Taker, and I want to do it. What you need to do to take out the Explorer Orb is first, when you go into her first stage, you need to get coolant and throw it at her. First off, we need an orange. So you gotta get the coolant, throw it at her to bust the event. So you gotta throw it at the event, melt them, then you gotta break them. Once you break all the vents, she will run off into the plains, which you gotta chase her up. Once you chase her up, then you're led on to a giant fight that's kind of annoying because, one, she has two weapons that I see as annoying and hard to deal with when you're in a case of this suicide. Okay? And let me say this. First weapon that I hate the most is the flamethrower, because that flamethrower deals a lot of heat damage. Then the second weapon is the giant freaking meteor, or the giant missile that's like a nuke. Come crashing down on top of you. And just dealing with this specifically with the Explorer Orb is so annoying. But like, basically her first stage, gotta throw coolant at her, which is the thermal fractures. That's needed orange. So instead of melting things, you gotta basically heat her up, and you got to stand near her once she's at max heat in order to basically rip out a part of her vent. And once you rip it out, you gotta light her up. You gotta light the vent up. And once you light up the vent, you gotta do it again, which should not take long. And once you do it again and again and again, you kill her. Then you have to run up and grab everything off her dead body, get into Archwing, and run off, because she will explode and it deals a lot of damage. That's the Exploder Orb. Not the Prophet Taker. The Prophet Taker is the most aggravating. No. I put the Prophet Taker at the second spot of the most aggravating boss in the game. Okay? I really do. And it deserves to be at the second spot, okay? Friggin' silver trophy for you, buddy. because this fighter, in order to take it down, this is the this is the one that everybody say that they basically Florida orb or like they fight with a Florida orb. Fighting this thing is like fighting just a demon, except for you need holy water and you need specific amounts. Except for you don't specific amount of damage to do this thing, and you just damage it. So therefore, here's the thing about this thing, okay? The Provocator. In order to kill the Provocator, here's what you gotta do. The first stage, you have to use status effects to weaken it, right? To weaken its armor and stuff. Okay? Once you weaken its armor enough, then what you gotta do is you gotta bring out your arch gun, and then you guys to let it rip, okay? On the leg. You get the back leg, you gotta get the front legs too. Once you do all that, it'll shoot out four little goddamn missiles that get stuck to the ground. You gotta break those, and then you gotta do it all again. So once you do it all again, then the next problem's up ahead. You got a time limit. Once you do all this, like 2 times. So once you do all this, the time limit starts, and you basically you gotta kill. Okay. So once you start trying to kill it and stuff, you have to be quick. And once you do kill it, basically the same thing happens again. You gotta collect the loot from the dead corpse. Giant corpse in it. And once it explodes, you know you go to Fortuna. And it's the most stressful thing because you need status procs to damage it. And I'm not talking about like I'm not talking about like any status proc. No. You need the specific type of status proc. Meaning, let's say it brings out impact, and you thinking that you can just do anything to it. So you just bring a weapon that deals like slash or puncher. Well, guess what, buddy? You're not about to do slash or punch to this thing. You need to do impact, and then it switches up. And the only way to make it change is through your operator, which I forgot how to do it.
The
But
relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
okay, hold up. This is why I don't like my sword being fast. It just swings all around, goes on fast. It's like a maniac trying to get a target, and they just keep missing. So it's fighting recklessly. The only reason why I'm like attacking this fast is because of the reacting boost, which is ridiculous. Once you get a reacting boost, it's just really just ridiculous. It's like it gives your Warframe such good stats.
The longer you fight,
Just
the more
ridiculous.
successful we
Look
will
at
be.
this. Friggin' running around, man. Dude's fine. I would get Necro. It's like your extra piece just for someone to, ask me to see if I have one, but nah. Oh man. I guess that's it. Oh, that's something. That's faster than this guy bullet jumping. That's just ridiculous. Oh, and I just dodged a nullifier. That's just crazy. Dang. Yeah, they're left behind. The health of my jet cube and the health of who is this? Blaster. Who is this? The Neza. Are you kidding me? You know what? I think I left my controller somewhere. There it is. I want to get some Among Us gameplay in, so they know what it's gonna be good. Alright. Battery looking low, but hey, I can still play. Let me just. Funny that I saw that message even pop up.
These offerings honor your suffering.
Alright, let me see if I can get this darn thing to work. Be right back.